great deal of my life at the Wolfe Manor with my friends Todd, Wolfe, and Terry Campbell, Jennifer Dooms, Brandon Smeltzer, so many groups that came in and out of the Wolfe Manor. It was inevitable. The city of Clovis and different people didn't like Todd or didn't like the house or believed it was Satan worshiping or believed that ghosts were, we were doing something there ritualistic possibly. And in turn, in November of 2014, they tore this beautiful home down. I know Todd feels the same way a lot of us do. We couldn't go there. I couldn't drive by and watch this house being torn down. It became so real all of a sudden. We knew it was going to happen, but the day it happened was just like, today's the day, and I prefer the term killing the Wolfe Manor. Was I sad? Yes, but I felt release that day. I felt my house got really calm. My mind got really calm. I got very calm. When I got past the initial sadness, my mind took me to a place where it was like, I don't have to worry anymore. We always worried about attachments and things like that happening to us at the Wolfe, and there was great concern from people who knew us, that knew that we hung out at the Wolfe Manor about these attachments and things. And Donna Raymond and a few people told us, don't mess with this thing that's there. We laughed at this at first, and things happened in our homes. Ask Todd, Terry, anybody. Terry loses his ability to play the tuba. You know, things happened to Todd. The destruction of his beautiful home. Now that the house is gone, are these spirits free? I like to believe so. Except for the one thing, I don't know what it is that might be staying there. All these spirits are leaving. Just like they were taken in there. They're actually, I like to believe that they're free to go. And heaven's filling up, you know. But for myself, and maybe anybody else that gained from their bondage, so to speak, where am I going to go in the afterlife? Am I going to have to go before my maker and he's going to say, you're going to Clovis, California, and you're going to be underneath a fast food restaurant or whatever they build there? It scares me. I'm just hoping that one day the story can be told. The story of Wolfe Manor, the story of Wolfe Manor Live, the story of all the TV shows and the popularity, and most importantly, the story of Todd and Landon and his family, and how this could have possibly changed their lives for the better. Hopefully this documentary can get words out there that let people know that you're not forgotten. The dead or the living, we're still here. And perhaps if you were stuck there, you're free now. I don't have to go. There we go.
Sorry, that was me.
Look who we've got.
Hi, it's Mel.
And Andy. Hi.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Too long.
These are old friends of the Wolfe. How many times have you guys been here?
I've been here, this will be my 12th time.
Your 12th time, Andy?
This will be my 4th time.
4th time.
So she's got a little more experience on you, but nonetheless. In any case, these are very old friends of ours. Again, Melissa Segal and Andy Kopic. You may have seen earlier this week on our advertisements on MySpace, Scott put out, and we put out the paranormal coin. Do you guys care to explain what this means and this little terminology, or what's behind it?
Well, basically, Andy and I work together, Andy being the scientific one and me being the sensitive. It's great because he can validate what I'm getting and feeling and seeing, and that way everybody else can see it with his equipment that he uses.
So, okay, this is awesome. When those of you who watched the show for a long time and used to see, you know, when we had guests more often, that's another reason why this episode is so very special, is because it's so cool to have somebody besides the three of us in here. I mean,
Right.
In any case.
What's wrong with me?
Nothing at all, really. Any case,
Scott, what's wrong with you?
I don't know what
I don't know what he means.
they don't have a
by that.
name.
I don't know what he means by that.
They don't have a name for what's wrong with him.
They don't. They're working on it.
The unique thing about what these guys are doing, there's a lot of controversy over the paranormal sensitive. There's a lot of people that is, it's hogwash, or won't even work with it. You guys have taken it, embraced it, obviously, but you're also backing it. I mean, working very closely together. You're a two-person team that is actually just right in your face. I'm sensitive. I'm gonna prove or disprove what you pick up,
Right.
and to get empirical proof, and to try and lend more.
Okay, we all heard that.
That was like okay.
It's starting.
Yeah.
It's starting.
She's
Yeah.
here, okay?
Yeah. And he's going, what about me?
This makes my hernia hurt.
They're done.
Dude.
Don't
Shut the front door.
shut the front door.
Is the front door shut?
Yeah. And it's funny. It's opening when there isn't any wind.
Party in here.
Because I felt wind before. Oh yeah, Todd, just walk closer to
Okay,
it.
so we've got a lot going on tonight, so we're going to go and get moving with this.
Shut. Hi, Tom.
Hey.
How'd you do?
Andy, that's fan. Oh my God.
Wow, look at that. He's testing it.
Yeah, that's that laser. What Andy's doing right now upstairs, we're going to let him explain what exactly this is, but I can tell you this is amazing so far. I can't wait for him to get down here and explain to everybody what he's done here. You guys are looking at...
Hi.
Hello.
Hello?
You guys are looking too.
But,
This history we made.
but you guys are looking at groundbreaking technology. Hey, look, it's Norton. Antivirus has expired.
That's funny. No matter who you are.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Andy, you need to renew your Norton antivirus. Awesome. But yeah, you guys are looking at groundbreaking.
You told me where he's at?
Andy is up on the 4th floor in the ballroom. We haven't been there in a good long time, and I'll tell you what, this is one heck of a way to come back. Okay, Andy, it's pitch black in there now.
Yeah, that's sort of what we're looking for. When the light is on, everything looks relatively in focus.
Yes, it looks terrific.
Is it an infrared or is it actual
It's
light?
all spectrum.
Full spectrum
Full
camera.
spectrum. Sees everything.
Oh, God.
Nobody, to our knowledge anyway, has done this with a video camera before. We've seen the still cameras, like the one Barry Fitzgerald uses. He brought it here. But this is a first. This is a full spectrum video camera.
Theory on full spectrum. Theory.
What's that?
The theory of the full spectrum camera?
Well, for instance, like the camera you're looking at right now, Andy can probably talk about, actually I know Andy can talk about this a lot better. This camera right now is looking at the IR spectrum. This thing is catching it all. IR spectrum. I'll let Andy explain it when he comes down. But yeah, this isn't exactly something you guys are going to find.
Cool. Yeah.
Are you scared?
It's weird. We bring stuff in here that's
Andy, how you doing up there?
that's
you
we've never
okay
used
there?
before. It's almost like we don't.
You almost done?
As investigators, we really want to know what's going on, but as a human being, it's startling to know that we may catch something that
We don't know if we want to see.
we want to see.
We do want to see.
We want to see, but we don't want to see.
The investigator wants to see,
Okay, do you have
but the
any
child in you is like, wow. It's
You're going to be going
You
to
just
child.
switch it up.
no, all of
Todd
us.
in
The Todd in you?
The child.
The Todd in you. Like when that noise around the corner, that startled you, Terry.
Yeah.
It startled you. That's what we're talking about. That part of you. So
But when you come into this place, all your senses are on edge.
They are.
You're hypersensitive to
very,
everything.
very much on guard.
See here?
But you don't know how to be on guard, though.
Right.
Till you-
He's just gonna walk
Okay.
through and do like a test run and see if you can see it. See, that's him walking. But like,
That's his laser.
yeah.
And that's him going back to the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
This
me let
almost
him
looks like
know we can see
yeah,
him.
go ahead. This looks like an ultrasound.
Okay, we can see you. Hello?
Here's the top of it.
He's coming down.
Okay.
Do you have a light, Andy?
Yeah. That is just spooky looking.
We have an elevator. You could have taken the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
You could have taken the dumbwaiter.
We'll give you an elevator ride later.
Yeah. You don't believe it?
One of the windows got that song Elevator Man. We need to put that up in the market.
Elevator man.
Elevator Man?
Okay. That's.
So you just like explain that for. We kind of did, but
Scott was asking me to explain
You need the Andes.
theory on the full spectrum thing.
Oh, sure.
And I think you would be a better man to.
I can try. This camera records basically the full spectrum, optical spectrum, or visual spectrum. We see in a very narrow range. As soon as the light gets into infrared, like we have on the lights on the night cameras, or on the other end into ultraviolet, we can't see it anymore. This camera's been modified so that it can actually pick those images up in both sides, in infrared and in ultraviolet. It recompresses them into a color that we would see on the screen. Now, this camera doesn't use any external light, so if anything appears, if you see any movement or anything else, it has to be something that emits its own light, and probably in ultraviolet.
Yeah, like right now.
Something just moved across the floor.
No, do you see that dark square right there? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Andy.
No,
The dark
no.
square right there.
Here?
Yeah. No, I see it now.
Now the image is a little grainy. The reason for that is it's picking up every possible fragment of light and amplifying it into this image. But what that lets us do is it lets us record and see the environment as it actually is, without having any fill light, without having anything else in the room.
So, is this something you can run up to Radio Shack and get?
Nope. The difficulty in full spectrum photography isn't necessarily the camera, but it's the lens. Most lenses and lens materials block ultraviolet light. And there's only a few materials that you can get, sapphire, fused silica, that will actually let ultraviolet light pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
What's the movement? Like bing, bing, bing.
that's the actual capture rate or the frame rate of the camera as it's refreshing.
You got that about 30 IPS or 5 IPS?
It's feeding at 30 frames per second, but it gets slowed down a little bit. That's a headlight. It gets slowed down a little bit because of the fact that it's got a long exposure to catch all the light, so that we can actually see it.
There is just all kind. Now let me ask you a question. These, not to nitpick your camera, these little fixed white dots I see here. Is that stuff on the lens itself?
It could be stuff on the lens. Could have been dust.
Okay.
Could also be something in the room reflecting, but it doesn't look like it's moving with the refresh, so it probably is not.
That is amazing. So you had seen the still full spectrum cameras that are out there, and you thought, let me take this one step further, and you designed and built your own. So I think.
Well, we all want to see it move.
Well, yeah.
No, is there a laser light on it there?
There
Yes.
is crossing the beam. It's not directed into the
That's
camera.
what that is right there.
Right. And the reason for that is if there is any movement and it crosses the beam, it will cause it to fluoresce.
Okay, so this right here, just the viewers watching this know that this is your laser light display. Okay.
Is that why it got really bright? Because you walked in?
Right.
Flashlight. Okay, because that's
Something
what...
fluoresced in front of it. It's just an aid. Now, at some point tonight, we're going to try it completely without the laser, with the laser, different angles and different things to see if we can catch anything.
You know what I would love to do? I'm not sure how we can. I'd love to park this camera in front of this screen just for a few minutes at some point, to let folks watch and see if they catch anything.
I'd like to do an EVP session with us up there while this is running at some point.
Do you want to start up there? We can.
Let's see how that works, you guys. Okay, so you guys are looking at, there we go, that's Mel and Andy up in the attic through an all-spectrum video camera. And they're going to start an EVP session. Hopefully we'll be able to hear them all over the radio right here, so you guys can hear the questions while we're watching the all-spectrum view.
Devices here that you're able to communicate. If you just touch these devices, they light up. Don't be afraid. Is there anybody here that would like to speak to Andy or I? You can come a little bit closer to us and don't be afraid. Andy has a device in his hand that he's holding, and if you come a little bit closer down to the floor, you can able to hear your voice in there. The female that's in the room with us, can you come closer and tell us your name?
Are you the girl that was in here before the last time I was here?
Don't be shy, it's okay, we're not here to harm you.
If you see something, it's either illuminated by an external light, or it's actually emitting light itself.
Energy, hence energy.
Right. And where we're actually looking for that is in ultraviolet, down in the ultraviolet spectrum. So
It's such an awesome thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. What is that?
Well, we should sing that. I thought it was something on
There's
the
a little
ground.
something on the floor there.
Was there like a cam sitting there? Or?
No.
Because when you look at it through here, Andy, it's very predominant there. What that is.
did you see that when we were up there?
We did see that when you were up there.
I'll have to look again, but I
I'm
don't
gonna zoom in.
actually don't recall.
But see that thing standing there? We all kind of see it right there. Yeah.
There's nothing in the middle of the floor?
No.
No. It looks,
There's a chair,
looks really small though.
but I don't think it's...
Is there? See it? Look at it through here. No.
Yeah, but it's not moving, so it could very well be the chair.
Did you see the, maybe I'm just pixelating the fluctuation right here. It looked like a figure.
I saw something in there earlier.
For a second there, it looked like a figure doing that. Almost like dancing, I swear to God. It's right here. Yeah, right there. See what happens when Andy takes a light.
Okay, there is something.
Whoa.
Oh, it's spool.
There's a spool. I'm looking at this area right here.
Well, Andy's up there with the light, so...
It is in fact a spool. What a wonderful gadget.
It's amazing.
Yes. He's amazing and you are too.
Oh, me.
Todd, you're always amazing.
Really?
You guys are super duper amazing.
We are super duper.
Super duper. We need buttons or T-shirts.
Becca.
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Cheapskate Todd.
Yeah.
If you know how far from the truth that is. He's a dream maker.
Okay.
Well, what does he do, Terry?
What's that?
He's my dream maker control.
No, don't make Terry sick.
Yeah, I'm already there.
You guys want to hunker down somewhere?
So you guys want to go to the basement, you
Let's go to
said?
the basement.
Okay, camera.
Terry, give that to Syd.
I can see, okay.
Oh my gosh, what do we have down there?
Geophones. Measuring vibration.
And we've got a new type of a geophone, this one over here. We're actually recording sound through. One track is recording and the sound that we hear. There's another track recording from the sensor inside of the geophone that picks up very, very low frequency sound, in infrasound, where we can't, too low that we can hear. A lot of animals communicate with infrasound, whales, elephants. It's a sound signature that carries a long distance. And we've had some pretty interesting recordings of them.
Sting, don't be scared. It's all right. Come on in. Join us. There's plenty of room. There's some room here on the couch next to me. There's a chair behind Scott. Is the gentleman that was here earlier, are you able to communicate through Andy's device here that he's holding?
This is weird.
Just come a little bit closer. Are you able to talk with us tonight?
That thing's getting closer.
Mm-hmm. Are you sitting between Andy and I?
No.
Is that a yes?
It's...
Something just grabbed my arm. That was weird. It felt not like a
Okay,
hand,
so...
but it felt prickly, like tingly. Was that you that just touched my arm?
Oh, God.
That's Terry's commentary.
I do that a lot.
Can you tell us who you're standing next to? Are you standing next to Terry? Are you standing next to Todd? Or he's trying to communicate. Are you standing next to Scott? No. Are you standing next to me? Did you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I am. Are you standing next to me? Are you standing next to me? Are you standing next to me? Doesn't it be your voices coming out
Uh-huh.
from over there? It's like a conversation going on.
Yeah.
Well, that's not coming out of that.
Yeah.
It's moving the punch-down room.
Can you tell your friends to come in the room with us?
Who is that?
Can you tell your friends to come in the room with us?
Who is that?
Can you tell your friends to come in the room with us?
Who is that? That sounded to me like it came from like out beyond there.
Look.
What do you see?
That camera.
Huh?
sitting next to me.
Dude, that thing is getting louder and louder.
Okay, that was coming through there. Okay. 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 Okay, that was coming through there. Okay.
Ours and just the throat of the house. Did it hit you in the eyes?
Yeah, that's all right.
How about you? Okay,
Figure out how to do this.
you guys mind being left alone in the basement?
Not at all. No. Bring it on.
I my candy. So what we're doing, guys, is we've had Mark and Barbara upstairs doing the science-sensitive side of the paranormal. And now we're going to the infamous basement where the I like that infamous basement where they had stored bodies and they had done it's been said minor operations. This is the main room. There's six rooms here. They have actually walked into what we call the pink room. It's been called the hobby birthday room. It's been
Let's crawl inside the.
I didn't wear my crawling pants. Monkey baby and all that.
I'm very curious to see Monkey Baby. It must be them, of course.
Yo, you guys gonna hunker or are you gonna walk?
We're gonna have to.
Okay, let's hunker.
Just be quiet. Were you coming that way? I'm gonna sit right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm gonna set up this camera so it's facing out that.
All right, let me.
So I don't want the IR
To bleed?
beams because
Okay.
then there'll be some sort of nuclear explosion.
Fly in the wolf?
Oh my God, dude! Last night there was a fly that was so loud.
There's no flies in the wolf.
Well, there was.
I mean, there's one now. I mean,
He's ridiculously loud.
why are there flies in here?
He's like way louder than any other fly I've ever heard.
No, but we've never had flies in the house.
Okay, so guys, this is basically a modified radio, and we're gonna play it, and you're gonna hear it go through all the stations, and as it's going through stations, if you need to try to communicate with us, that's fine. Or we would love it if you did communicate with us. So whoever's here or feels like communicating with us, I already did this for a couple of minutes. So
I have a feeling that you've used this type of communication before. Know that we just have every great intention for you, and we would really like to talk to you. So try to talk slower, and I'll also record it. I can play it back and listen to you, okay?
okay, guys, my name's Joe. This is Becky. Can you give us a first name, please? name, please? Thought I heard somebody. Hello? You're talking? Okay, Becky hears some talking. She's got headphones on now, so she could hear a lot better than I can. Walking? Walking and talking? Let's go take a look in that place where. Let's go take a look at that place where Scott fell. He got really mad. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around so I can see. So. Hello, Monkey Man, baby. 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 I wonder when Scott went through here and he fell out because he felt like somebody was grabbing his ankles. I wonder whether he was with the lights off and not. So, this is the door. Let's start off here. Whoa. I've never seen this, Becky. There's like I don't know what that is. It looks kind of gross, though. Let's see.
It smells stinking.
Maybe it's like an old some another. Here, hold this door for me. Actually, no, yeah. Just grab that door. But don't step forward, okay? I don't want you to fall in. This is where we are. I don't know what part this is. I'm assuming that this is like the heating area or whatever, boiler. But there's this hole in the ground, and that's probably something you don't want to get mixed up in. And as far as creep factor, it's very little. Creep factor right now is very small in there. The door.
It's just a lot louder.
Okay, so this is the room outside of, well, we're still in the basement, and so this is supposed to be a room where Mark had some issues. This is another creepy little section. Sweetheart?
Yes.
Someone had a very unfortunate accident on those stairs. At least one person.
You go right through that door?
This one?
That one.
This one. Oh. Okay, well, it's decorated like a doctor's office. Did they keep mentally ill people in this place at some point? I'm feeling like that. Right now it's decorated as the theme, but this is definitely a patient's ward, a room. That's what it's decorated. But
okay, when you say decorate, what are you saying is decoration?
Some of the hospital stuff, but I'm telling you, this wasn't always a hospital room. This was like was this a master suite or something?
No, these are from.
It's a hospital.
Yeah, those aren't. We didn't put those in there. These
okay.
That's why I wanted to make sure what you thought decoration. I thought maybe you thought the gurney or something was.
No,
you're in
This was a former couple of hospital rooms. In one of the incarnations, I feel like that there were some veterans kept up in this place, too. I feel like that there was a lot of guys in this room at one point. I'm hearing two things. Mental illness again, but I also feel like there might have been as many as, 4 beds or something in here. And then, did they, in particular, at some point, take care of veterans? I know this place has been used for many purposes. I feel like that this was, at one point, a room that there were a number of veterans that were kept here, or who were taken care of here. I'm hearing veterans, vets. Okay. It wasn't, I just hear that there was a number of vets in here, so that's okay. And I also want to tell you that some of the veterans passed, that someone passed in this room. More than one person passed in this room. I feel like that there's at least, I want to say that there's a couple of spirit that are here with us right now. I feel like that a couple of men have passed in this room from their injuries and illnesses. And something touched me, I think. I feel like that there was at least 2, 3 people that passed in this room, yes. I feel like that if you can make a recording, if you can let us know on tape, there was at least 3 people that died in this room. No, there was more than 3 people. There was 4, 5, in excess of 4 people have passed in this room. And Barb, you have the camera?
Yeah, you want me to?
Take a picture, because I swear something was like tapped around my head. There was at least 4 people that passed in this room. 5 was saying, I don't know how many of you guys are aware of, but this feels like a terminal ill ward or something like that. Okay. This feels like there was a number of people, 6. There was more than one. People came through here regularly to die. And this was, they tried to make it good for them, but this is someplace where a number of people, this is where they kept people who had very little time. I feel like that there's a number of people who passed 6, 7, oh crap, there's more than that. There's a lot more than that. This feels like a place where people, a lot of people passed in this room and were taken downstairs. A lot of people passed here. And they're saying, yes, yes, yes. This is part of an assembly line almost. Mental illness was part of it. A lot of suffering that happened through here. I would just tell you that I also think that there was a lot of peaceful passing in this room. People didn't die violently in this room. They passed easily and quietly in their sleep. Although, I'm going to go over here for just a minute.
There's an orb on your back, Mark.
Okay. Let's go in here for a minute. More people. I swear, a lot of people, this is a hospital, but I think that they kept dying in here. I know there's an Italian name family associated with this place, but I have to wonder if there was someone who spoke German as well. I thought I heard like a Sprechen de Deutsch, so there may have been a German connection to this place as well. So it's an unlikely place that would be happening. But that's just me messing with the bottle here. No. I'm sorry.
So they were German?
I thought there might have been I'm not trying to make this like an Axis Powers kind of thing, you know. But I feel like there was at least one person that could speak German associated with this place as well. Okay? I heard Sprechen de Deutsch. Why would I hear Sprechen de Deutsch? I guess, do you speak German? I'm saying it probably.
Yes.
And with a bad accent. But it was a lot of Italian, obviously. But they made a point of speaking English. They made a they wanted to be American. So that was how they did that here. Where are the surgeries? Christ.
There were surgeries?
Did you say surgeries?
Yes, there had to be surgeries. Was this the surgery room?
Not to our knowledge.
Huh, the surgery. Why? This feels more like a place like a convalescent home. At a certain point.
Yeah, it is.
Really well.
Until something follows you down on it.
Yeah, no, but it's, they spared no expense.
Okay.
Your voices in the background going or not.
We'll tell you why after.
You don't want me to touch that one?
Mm-mm. Not at this, not
at this juncture. Okay. Okay.
And we'll tell you why.
All right. Okay. Okay, do you want me to just get started?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing like something to do with heart medication or heart. Why would this looks like it could be a beer bottle, but it's probably something out of a hospital. I'm hearing my heart. So if this at one point contained medication for heart, it feels like, oh, you know what I'm seeing is this is actually, I take that back. This is just rubbing alcohol that was in this. It feels like just like someone getting cleaned up with this bottle. So this is about being cleaned up. This is about having someone rub something on their arm. And that would go with the needles, all of the needles. So if this was next to it, this was something that people, a nurse would have used. Okay. That's what this feels like, that kind of a medication. All right. I have to tell you, this bottle feels like it was connected to a number of people who passed. They reused this bottle
like
again,
an IV?
like an IV or something like that. That's what this feels like to me. It feels like that this was used on more than one occasion.
So
that this bottle was around and reused.
Go like that.
I think so. And I feel like that this was used on several. This was connected to more than one person at their passing. Oh, Ralph? I'm hearing Ralph. I don't know if it's because I want to throw up, but I hear Ralph. Okay. is there something? All right. Anyway, Ralph, this would be something that would be mixed. This doesn't feel like it'd be used for like blood transfusions, but it feels like an old IV drip. It feels like something that they would use. I'm seeing that this would be something that would. I see clear liquid in this. It feels like there may have been something like to feed people with this, that they couldn't feed themselves. So that's the other thing I'm getting from this bottle. This was something that had nutrients in it.
That's an IV.
Mm-hmm. And there were nurses back and forth, and this was something that nurses handled. The doctors didn't handle this. This was handled by nurses. This was handled by nurses. And I feel like nurses in the 1940s, 48, 46. Okay, something like that. That's what that feels like to me. I gotta touch this. This looks like it would have made a perfect iron. That's what this looks like. That's what this feels like. It feels like it may have been an iron at some point with a wood handle that is no longer there. I'm hearing the name Maria associated with this. I feel like there was a Maria associated with this, working with this. Maria, female energy, worked in this home. She's saying I was part of the family. I don't know if you're aware, Terry, of a Maria associated, connected with this family, but this feels like something that would have been an iron.
Doesn't mean they didn't have a housekeeper named Maria.
Okay. Who knows? That's a good question. This was a toy. I said upstairs, there's children in this house, and this is clearly part of a toy. This belonged to, this is like the front wheel. So this is a validation for the fact that I think there were children. It wasn't just like a bunch of hard-boiled guys. If this was a toy that was associated with this home, with the children upstairs, I feel like that at least one child, it feels like a fever, yellowish kind of a fever thing that happened here. I feel like there was at least a passing of one child associated with this place. I know I said veterans upstairs, but I feel like there was at least a passing of one child. I felt like there was a fever connected to the passing of a child in this home, connected to this family. Child looks almost yellowish. I feel like that there was like a yellow quality to this child's skin. I feel that they passed. It was some kind of an illness that would cause them to look yellow, get very sweaty, and fade away right before the parents' eyes within 48 hours or something like that. This feels like a quick passing connected to this child. Pain medication. There's a lot of people just trying to control pain in this place. This was a lot of, if it wasn't used as kind of it feels like almost a convalescent home or a home where people passed. I don't know if there was used in this capacity, but pain management was a big part of what they did in this home, in this place. Pain management. Helping people spend the last part of their life not in so much pain. That's what I'm getting from this. We managed a lot of pain. We went through a lot of bottles of this. You'll find a lot of bottles of it laying around. This was something that we used very regularly to help control pain management. This is a needle. All I would say is that there's a lot of nurses that, I want to say this place was used as a hospital or at least a convalescent home for a period of 15 years, something like that, 20 years, 15 years. This place was used for well over a decade to help people when they were passing over. So that's what I would get from that. A lot of pain management, a lot of people trying to help people get through this end game of part of their life.
Is what?
I think this one.
This one? Yeah, we can do. And if you notice, you always try to place recorders out of your hand. Try to place them down on something so it's not interfering with your hands. Or in her situation, she's holding it at the base. All the mics are up top. So she's clear of the microphones. These smaller ones are usually on the side.
Yeah, the two on top are my microphones. So Rosa is my doll over there, and if she belongs to somebody, if you recognize her, you can come close and have a look at her. She's come back to visit. There you go. Hello.
What's going on? I don't know if it could be interference from upstairs.
I put a second one out.
Now, if you're trying to learn that device that's on the couch, or if you're interested in a doll, see if you can only make it flash twice, all the way to red. We'll try to talk to you that way. Flash twice for yes, and once for no. See if you can use it.
Approach the doll. You'd like to look at her.
Are you a child that's interested in the doll? And don't you want to know what we're here for? Well, now there's a whole lot of stuff around here. Got green lasers, green lights, and red lights.
The millimeter, if you prefer by the doll, I get the same response. He's hearing my question delayed.
Besides the three of us that are here, can you go ahead and let us know that you joined us? You're here in the room with us? Lasers is what we call out there the green lights. They will not burn you, they don't harm you. As if that's just to help us see you a little better. If you're trying to come across so we can see you, you go in front of those lights and you'll be able to see your shadow.
There's a ball over by the green laser. You can play with the ball or roll it.
There's no reason to be shy. We ask you to come on into the room with us. I just want to hang out and carry a simple conversation with you. Now this thing, the reason it's flashing and I have it around my ears, and I'm sure you've heard of a hearing aid. I'm deaf. So this is going to help me hear you a whole lot better, but you're going to have to speak into it so I can hear you. It's my hearing aid, okay? It's funny how the K2 hasn't gone off anymore over by Rosa. You're not interested in the doll anymore? The doll would bore you?
Rosa's on the sofa. And we're all actually on the sofa. And Rosa's going home to her new house in a few minutes.
What was that?
I thought it was my stomach growling. Except it was
Did your
growling.
stomach growl?
No.
Except the growling was coming from in there.
That was a growl.
In a few minutes. In a few minutes. In a few minutes. Oh yeah,
Did you hear it?
I heard it and it came from out there.
yeah, as it says, the stomach was growling, except the growling up there. Switch to your HD.
I have my HD. That's why I heard it.
It sounded like you were just in this room.
Here's my hearing device, George. You want to say hello to Mary? It's okay.
George, my name is Mary. Do you have anything to say to me?
Traffic going by.
There's nothing to be afraid of, George. No one's going to punish you. Okay? Promise. No one's going to sedate you.
Where are you standing? Are you in the room next door?
Are you in this room, George, or are you to the room next door? You want to try next door? No? You are in here with us, George, right? So much contamination.
Yeah, but I'm not a male's voice. I hear automobiles.
Yeah. Are you hearing this too?
Yeah.
You are in here with us, George, right? You are in here with us, George, right? You are in here with us, George, right? You are in here with us, George, right?
thank you for visiting with us and allowing us to visit with you. All right, well, I think that was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in listening to the growl.
Definitely want to go over and analyze some of this stuff because that seems like growl, some movement up
That
outside.
music was good.
Yeah.
Well, it was
And it
nice.
seemed like it was older time music and it was coming because that was the ballroom upstairs. So.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to come, this being my first and last.
You sure it's your last?
Well,
It's my last.
my dear, your last, my last.
Nah, not necessarily. You can always come back.
And I really enjoyed it. So, I'm saying bye, Wolfe Manor, for now, and
Bye, guys. Thank you very much.